So we're going to go over a quad release exercise. In order to do that, what you're going to need is two balls. So I have these fancy expensive ones, but there is a makeshift home way to do it. So basically a sock big enough to hold two balls in there. Now these are lacrosse balls and they're a little bit too hard. So the orange hockey balls that have a little bit of a give would be a good size. Squash balls and racquetballs are a little bit too small, but could still be used because you really want to have, I don't know if you can tell, there's like a little bit of compression to this. Tennis balls crush, so you don't want to use those. So what we're going to do is take these in their bag. So you don't want them to be tight together. You want to have a little bit of space between them because it's going to go on either side of the quad muscle, which is the muscles down the front of the leg. And we're going to move them all the way up during this exercise. I'm going to show you one side, but I'm going to have you do both sides, obviously, so you're equal. So I'm going to go back and show you and talk about little cheats and how to make sure you're being focused and specific. So you're going to be lying on your stomach. So you may want to have something for your forehead, you may not, it's up to you. If you're comfortable, you would just be lying, I will be speaking to the camera, but you would want to lie with your forehead down. And then what you're going to do is take the balls, you're going to put them just above the knee, and as you're going to slowly bring your heel up towards your bum, as far as you can go without starting to lift. You see how I lifted through the pelvis there? You want to just go as far as you can without getting any sort of compensation movement. And then you slowly lower back down to the ground. And again, up and down. And up and down. So that's 3 times. Then you're going to come up one more time, hold here, and you're going to cross in across your body and then come out. Now in this one, your body is going to want to shift more depending on where the tension patterns are. So you really want to try and stay stable through the pelvis so you're not moving the quad away by lifting the pelvis. So that again would be 3 times. You'd come down slowly and then you can just roll a little bit down and then you'll start all over again. 3 times. So I'm just going to do it the once, come up, across the body, and out. Most people are tighter coming out, and when you come across the body, there is going to be a tendency for this hip to shift and lift. So you'd have to fight that the most. 3 times, then slowly down, and then you can just roll down and start again. So I'm going to speed it up just a little bit so that I think you can gather what you're doing. And then all the way down. So you want to make it so that it gets right into that hip crease. Now I'm not pushing my leg down. I'm not forcing it into the balls. It's just the weight of my body that I'm using is that resistance. Down a little further. So depending on how long your legs are, you might get 4 levels, you might get 6. And then when you're done, you just switch sides. So the key is to maintain your stability in the hips, not like yaw or move. And then again, you might need to play with how far apart these are. So depending on how muscular your quads are, you might need them a little bit further out so they almost fall down the side. a little bit, or you might want them right down the center. You can also play with that. So you can do one round with them further apart, so you're getting the outer surface, and then bring them closer together, so you're getting more in the central of the leg. Excuse me. Just, you know, play with it and see what works best to relieve the tension in your quads. Great.